Am I ugly? Am I ugly? Well, some of you might say yes, some might say no. Then look again. Am I ugly? I have not changed, have I? Within the last few seconds and now, I'm still the same Sophie. You see, what people think and what people say is a perception or even an intention to sometimes be unpleasant to you. And that doesn't change who you are inside and what you really look like. So say if I have you telling me, all of you say, you are really, really ugly or you're really, really pretty, I'm still the same me. So I guess I'm trying to share a message with you, telling you that what we really are inside has nothing to do with the validation that we seek from what people tell us online. It's actually a very dangerous realm, I must say, to be seeking validation from people that we don't know. We don't want to give the control and power to someone else in order to, for them to define who we are. We define who we are. We build our own self-confidence and assurance. So then this is something that will last. You know, if we always depend on what other people will say about us for us to live, then we are not living our lives fully. Sure, you know, we all like to be pretty. You might ask me, then why are you a beauty guru? Well, I just started not long ago, so there's still a lot to learn. Well, then my answer is very simple, because I enjoy this. This is something that gives me a lot of joy. It's a hobby, and I love sharing information with all of you. And this is what the internet should be about. It should be sharing information, sharing joy, passions. It shouldn't be a platform for people to tear one another down. But unfortunately, we can't control what other people do. So when these unpleasant situations happen, many people get hurt. So I guess what I'm trying to do is to reach out and reassure you that we don't have to depend on what other people say in order for us to live a fulfilled life. We all have strengths, weaknesses, we all have shortcomings, we all have imperfections. I have a lot of imperfections, and of course I would love to be perfect, right? But we aren't. But that's what makes it so interesting and what makes this world such a meaningful place, because nobody is exactly the same. So we all should come together and share with one another. That's why we have the internet. What we don't have, what we have, and complement one another. I really hold a huge passion for this. So I get enormous satisfaction and happiness and feel that my beauty guru hobby is so much more meaningful when I'm able to share and to learn with you all. So sometimes I get a lot of questions asking me about advice, not just on beauty and fashion, but about life, and that makes me really happy. So if you search within, you realize that, you know, your hair, your makeup, what you wear are not the most important thing. Do I like to look good? Sure, of course. I like to buy makeup, I like to have nice clothing, but we choose what is flattering to us. For example, I'm really short, so I know there are certain things that I can't wear, but they complement other taller girls really, really well. And I feel happy because I enjoy watching them wearing something beautiful that may not be flattering to me. So that's why it's a great thing to have differences. So we must embrace that. I think that will also be a source of comfort and support for you, where you know that we can embrace differences, but at the same time we are able to understand, to tolerate, and celebrate the similarities that we have, you know? So if we ask someone, like I would like to ask you, oh, am I beautiful? Am I ugly? What you tell me, for example, as a compliment, of course it's going to bring a huge smile to me. Who doesn't like compliments? I love compliments. But I will not let that be something that I depend on in order to live a fulfilling life. So, and when I say confidence, I don't mean cockiness, I don't mean arrogance. I really mean contentment, that you're able to feel really comfortable in your own skin. You know, I mentioned this in my bullying video. I think some of you have seen it, and a lot of you wrote to me and told me how helpful you found that. And that gave me enormous joy when I knew that something that I held so passionately, what I thought was able to get through and be shared among you all, and know that that brought some comfort. I have given this very deep thoughts because I am worried about those who are affected by how much they depend on others' opinions, because I don't want this to be so hurtful that it will end up destroying your lives. I think we should make this whole YouTube internet experience to be something that's fulfilling. So my advice for you, for those who would like to seek validation, and you know, it recently has been a trend where people are making videos asking, am I ugly? Am I beautiful? To take a step back and say, wait a minute, do I think I'm beautiful? And I don't mean physical beauty only. Ask yourself, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How would you like to improve? How do you not only improve on yourself, but also with what you have, how are you going to use that to make other people's lives better? And believe me, it is a feeling that that is worth more than 1,000 words. It's a feeling of contentment and fulfillment when you're able to help others. Where we hand in hand can make this world a better place, where we exchange different information and we teach ourselves how to console ourselves, how to comfort ourselves in bad times, and at the same time how to be of help and comfort to others. Then you realize that your life is so much more meaningful, on top of course of you know, dolling up, which we all love. And think about this, we are actually very lucky, we're very blessed. Count your blessings. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. When you count your blessings, because there are so many people who are suffering in this world, who are in situations where you can't even imagine. I'm not trying to shift the focus because I know we are still living our lives, but think about how blessed we are. So remember, when you build inner beauty and confidence, nothing is more charming and nothing is more beautiful than a person that is really beautiful and shines from within. I talked about that before. And when you're contented, your smile, your heart, it's just so much lighter, and you will see a difference. So of course, let's continue to do our beauty thing, which I love. At the same time, do not let other people tell you if you're beautiful or ugly, because sometimes they could have a bad day, sometimes they could have a good day, sometimes they could have bad intentions. The most important thing is this: what do you think? You know, of course, we're not gonna just have a false opinion of ourselves. We must be very honest, but at the same time, we tell ourselves how we can actually compliment to be the best, us. You know, whether it's physically or internally. So I wish you a very blessed journey, and you can write me anytime. I would love to be a source of support for you. And let's just enjoy this experience together and help each other out. So take care, and I hope this helps, and that you will know that beauty is really from within, and we can only compliment the physical part that much. It can only go that far. What really sustains us is our heart, our mind, and of course you have heard of this quote where no amount of makeup is going to mask an ugly heart. So when you are beautiful from within, I always find that that really translates into physical beauty, and if not, then it will fade. So I wish you luck, and I'll see you very soon. Take care of yourselves and try to build as much joy as you can from within. Bye.